Okay, we're ready to go with action coming up here on our main event on USWA Championship Wrestling. First introducing at 265 pounds, from every woman's dream, Reggie B. Fine, with Sweet Georgia Brown. His opponent today, 205 pounds, wrestling from Australia, Bill Superstar Dundee. The opponent today, on ball, this one to the expiration of our time.
Bill Dundee in there, and Reggie is calling Corey back to the ring, Dave, after the introductions have been made.
Hey, don't rush me, man. I want y'all to look at the finest first lady of the wrestling, USWA finest. You understand what I'm saying, man? Miss Texas, like yesterday's brothers, man. She ain't worth a quarter, man. Tell her, Jordan, I don't know what to do here, man.
I don't know why I got to continually fight the same idiot every week. I'm the best. I'm the USWA woman, head over USWA. And you remember it. All of you, remember it. I'm the one. I'm the #1 USWA woman over this thing.
Let's go on the match. Let's do that. How about that? We're ready, Lampton, babe.
Dundee's saying if you'll get that scrawny fur off there, we'll get on to do some wrestling as Reggie hops down off the ring. And Dundee, I think Billy's going to go take a rest. He got sick of all the stuff that Reggie's coming down with. Wait a minute, bring the microphone back. I hadn't said what I got to say. And then he doesn't say anything anyhow.
That's true, and Reggie, of course, is the master of delay. Delay the start of the match. Bill has brought Miss Texas back to be in his corner.
All right. This could be even more interesting than we thought.
And now Reggie B. Fine says, now, wait a minute. I didn't kind of plan on it turning out this way, said Reggie.
What?
Hey, man, she is not a manager. She ain't got no business out here.
Oh, she is the manager. Refer to Moondogs and see what it says. Yep, she can be out here. Been invited out here by Bill Dundee. Sweet Georgia Brown over in Reggie B. Fine's corner. Miss Texas in Bill Dundee's corner. This may get even more spirited before the day is over.
Miss Texas throwing some remarks across the ring at Sweet Georgia, and she's catching him and throwing him right back. They're going to have a little fight of their own before this day's over with. They keep that up. Bill Dundee trying to get Reggie in there to see if we can get a little wrestling started. Referee Kevin Christian is trying to figure out how and when he lost control of this whole thing.
Well, eventually, I know he's trying to be very fair about the whole thing, but eventually he may have to start to count on Reggie and say, look, you got the 10 to get in here and get this going, or you're history. I'm not sure but what Reggie might opt for the 10 count here today. He's not too thrilled to be facing Bill Dundee.
He started around the corner after Miss Texas, and Dundee jumped down, cut her off. Bell time, and here we go, Dave. And we got it started.
The bell is sounded. Reggie now hanging back in the corner, yelling at the crowd. Bill Dundee circling. And the first contact of the match. There we go. Bill Dundee wrapping up the left arm. Reggie B tries to reverse, and Dundee smacks him with a right hand.
Yes, he has been known to have done that several times in the past, and he will keep right on doing it. You're going to have to be man enough to stop him, and there's not a whole lot of guys around that are. Dundee and Reggie B. Reggie with that huge size advantage over Dundee, and it doesn't bother the little Aussie at all. He's seen it all before. Reggie takes a swipe with his foot at Miss Texas, and Dundee just missed with a right hand. Tied up, and Dundee used Reggie's weight and the motion to take him right over and down and right into an armbar.
Great move by Bill Dundee. When you get a guy much taller than you off his feet, that height advantage is nothing. It's negative. And that's where Bill has Reggie B. Fine right now, working on the wrist. Reggie, I heard him yell at the referee. Reggie said he pulled my hair. Reggie doesn't have any hair.
Not even with a pair of tweezers could you do that. The old-time wrestlers used to say it, and it's just as true today. When you get two guys on the mat, you're the same size.
That's right. Miss Texas and Sweet Georgia Brown yelling at each other all the way across the ring. You can see that going on. While meanwhile, the match, Bill Dundee, a vulnerable position. He has Reggie B. Fine in.
Billy, a double leg, put Reggie down on his back, and then he kicked him right on the back of that thigh on his left leg. And Reggie will be limping on that son of a gun for a while. Dundee trying to get a swipe at it. I could see his eyes darting down to look at the leg, Dave, as to whether he could go in and take another leg dive after Reggie or not. He elected that was not a good thing with as big as Reggie is. He could have dropped right down on him. Billy takes it around into a hammer.
Reggie's been hanging back close to the corner, too. For the leg dive to really be effective, Billy would like to have him more out in the open. But doesn't matter. Look at Bill. He's got him down there, putting the pressure on. Says, ask him, referee. And Reggie's so far hanging in there. Bill breaks the hold, goes after Sweet Georgia Brown. And from behind, Reggie B. Fine nails him.
Reggie pounding down with that forearm hard across Bill's back. And now he has him back into the turnbuckles, and he's going after it all. Sweet Georgia Brown over there slapping away at Dundee. Now, maybe Sweet George isn't aware, but Dundee wouldn't have the slightest hesitation of coming out there and just slapping her right out of her shoes.
Yep. Neil Popper, don't mess with Dundee. Dundee's out of the ring, and Sweet Georgia Brown decides time to move. She gets over to keep as much ring as possible between her and Dundee. Reggie B. with a boot up the side of Bill Dundee's head. Down on the floor. Rolls Dundee back under the rope. Billy back on his feet, but staggering. Back to the corner. He got Reggie in there, and now it's Bill Dundee going to work on Reggie B. Fine, who's backed into a corner. Georgia Brown dropped Bill Dundee's feet out from under him.
Ooh, and he almost was pinned. Here comes Miss Texas. She pulls off the shoe. Oh, look out, Dave. We've got a battle in the ring, and we've got one on the floor. Now the guys from the ring come flying out. Reggie B., Bill Dundee. Reggie's trying to get her and goes scooting off as Dundee holds Miss Texas back along with referee. And she jumps right on the back of Reggie. She's not afraid of the devil himself. Oh, what a battler that girl is.
My goodness.
Miss Texas with Bill Dundee. Referee, I assume, stopped the match. I didn't even see the signal, Dave.
I was watching what was going on the floor, too. The best I can understand, is that Bill Dundee got the pin. We'll get some verification there. I think Bill had Reggie B's shoulders down, though, and the referee counted him out. They're the victors, anyway.
We got to get out of here.